GroupLink's Everything Help Desk. In this video, I will walk through the initial configuration of GroupLink's Everything Help Desk and the steps you need to perform before implementing your help desk. We will walk through several pieces of the help desk and show how to set up each, including groups, categories, category options, locations, priorities, statuses, and users. Please reference our other videos for information on setting up assignments, custom fields, and the permission models. By default, the administrator is the only one who will be able to configure the help desk, so I'm going to log in as the admin. When you first log into Everything Help Desk, there will be no groups, categories, category options, locations, or users in the system. These are all very quick and easy to set up. Let's begin with groups. Keep in mind that Everything Help Desk is very customizable and can be set up however you would like. In most cases, though, the groups refer to the department. To set up groups, simply click on the Group tab under the Ticket settings on the left. Remember that, as I mentioned, when you first log in, this page will be blank. I already have a few groups set up in this demo, so you can ignore those for right now. But to add a new group, click on the Add Group button. First, name the group. So for this example, I'm going to say that this is technology. If you would like, you can also give the group a description, and then by default, the group is marked as active. This means that the group will appear as an option when creating a new ticket. If you do not want new tickets created under this group, then just click the slider and make the group inactive. For this example, though, we want to leave it marked as active. Next, choose which asset tracker to use for this group. You can select the internal asset tracker, ZenWorks, or none. Then you can change the group's permission model. When you first log into the system, there's only one permission model. Please refer to the permission model video for information on setting up other permission models. But this is how you assign the permission model to the group once you have another one set up. Once you're finished, click Save Changes. You'll notice that another section populated at the bottom of the screen. The section on the left is where you will set up categories and category options. Think of groups, categories, and category options as a tree or as a drill down option. If I'm a user and I have an issue or a request, I can submit a ticket. Let's say that the issue is that my printer is jammed. I know that's a technology issue. Technology is the group that I would select. On the next level, I can further define the issue as a hardware issue and then as a printer issue. The category and category options are fields that you can make required or not required in version 10.2 or later, so the setup of these is optional to you. However, if your technicians want the most refined definition of the issue initially, then the category and category options should be selected. To set up categories, click on this green, red, and blue button. Simply enter the category name. So for this example, I'm going to say hardware. And again, if you would like to mark the category inactive at any point, you just click the slider and then click Save Changes. So let me just create a few categories real quickly for this example. To create a new category option, click this button right here and then select the category that falls under. So I'm going to select hardware and then give the category option a name. So this example was printer, and then click Save Changes. You can also click on the category on this screen and then click on the Add Category option button and the category will pre-populate. Again, I'll just create a few category options under each category for this example. You can also click this plus button and it will show you your category options that have been created under each category. If you already have your categories and category options defined, this process will go very quickly, as you can see. And let me just create one other one. Okay, so now I have 3 categories and some category options under each. And this will just help with defining the issue when creating a ticket, as I previously mentioned. So that's just how quick and easy it is to set up your categories and category options. Now real quickly, in this box here on the right, we have group roles. This is where you will see all technicians, managers, workflow participants, basically anyone who has a role within this group. You can set up that role here or from the user account screen, which I will show you later in this video. The next piece to configure is locations. So click on the Locations tab here under the ticket settings on the left. And again, this list will be blank when you first log into the system. To add a location, click the Add Location button. Simply give the location a name. And then any comments that you would like, you can enter here. And once again, you have the active or inactive switch. Click Save Changes and this location will be added to your list. The next piece is priorities and statuses. The help desk does come with default priorities and statuses, so let me just show you how to customize these. Again, under ticket settings on the left, click on priorities. As you can see, you'll start with the priorities of low, medium, and high. The color on the right refers to the color of the circle that will appear in the priorities column on the My Tickets screen. You can also choose to show text. If I chose text on this one, it would show the word low, or you can choose for it to appear blank. To add a priority, simply click Add Priority, and then you'll write the name and select the color or text or blank that will go with it. You can also rearrange the order that they appear in the drop-down on a ticket. Simply click the arrows and drag to the position you would like. However, for this example, I'm going to leave it in the order I had it in. Once you're finished making changes, click the Save Changes button, and you'll see the priorities successfully saved. So let's move on to statuses. Statuses are also found here on the left under the ticket settings. These are the default statuses. As always, you can make any changes, add or delete any of these. To add a new status, click the Add Status button and then name the status. You can also drag them into another position to rearrange the order in which they appear in the drop-down list. Let me also explain these status definitions on the left. Ticket pool initial status is the default status that will be applied to all tickets assigned to the ticket pool. Initial status is the initial status that will be applied to all tickets assigned to an individual. Closed status is just what it says, the status that will tell the help desk that the ticket has been closed. These are the only 3 statuses that are required, but you can rename them if you would like. Again, when finished, click the Save button. The final portion I'll cover in this video is setting up users. You can integrate with your LDAP. To set this up, click on the LDAP tab under the System Settings on the left, and then complete the information requested on the screen. You can also add users manually. Under the Global Settings, click on the User Accounts tab. Again, upon first login, if you have not yet integrated with LDAP, this list will be blank. To add a new user, click the New User button. The required fields on this screen are first and last name, login, email address, and password. You'll also want to select a location. And again, this active switch can be switched to inactive at any time. For example, if an employee leaves, you can mark them as inactive here. Let me just create a user real quickly for our example. And Jessica is going to be located at our South office. So once you're finished, click the Save Changes button. From here, you can add a phone number, simply create new, and then you can select the type of phone, office, fax, cell phone, or home. Enter the number and an extension if needed, and then click Save Changes. You can also enter an address, whether that's the office or the home, and it could be in any country. And then you can enter, if it's in the US, you can enter street, city, state, zip code, and click Save Changes. This is the other place that you can create group roles. Let's say that Jessica is a technician in the technology group. To set this up, I'm just going to click Create New, select the group, and select the role, and then click Save Changes. Now let me go back to groups and show you what the setup looks like from that side. I'm going to edit the technology group, and then under group roles, I'm going to select Create New, select the user and the role, and then click Save Changes. Keep in mind that to be able to have tickets auto-routed to these individuals, I would still need to set up assignments. This is covered in another video of ours, so please visit our website to review that video. Now let me show you some of what we just set up. You can create a new ticket by clicking the New Ticket button. Under Group, you can see our list of groups, including the technology group which we just set up. Then the locations are all listed here in this dropdown. The same goes for category and category option. As I previously mentioned, if a user has a printer jam, they can select the technology group and then hardware and then printer. In their subject or note, they could then further explain the issue. You can also see the priorities and the statuses that we defined in the drop-downs on the right. That covers the basic setup of GroupLink's Everything Help Desk. If you have any further questions or would like more information, please give us a call at 801-335-0700 or email us at info@grouplink.net. Thank you!